If your mornings don't feel quite like they used to, and you know exactly what I mean, then this message is for you. You're already drinking coffee every morning, right? But what if I told you that adding just 2 simple ingredients to that cup could actually improve blood flow, increase steady energy, and yes, bring back those morning reactions that used to be a lot more reliable? I'm Dr. Girag Mihai, and for more than a decade as a urologist, I've helped men overcome these same concerns. I've met thousands of guys dealing with energy loss, sluggish circulation, and performance changes. And here's the truth: the best fixes aren't always in a pill bottle. Sometimes they're sitting right in your kitchen. Before we continue, hit subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you never miss practical, research-based tips that help men stay strong and confident at any age. Gentlemen, this could easily become one of the most valuable upgrades to your morning routine. Today, I'll show you how to turn your regular coffee into a natural performance booster. No hype, just science-backed ingredients that enhance energy, stamina, and circulation. Look, coffee is fantastic on its own. It wakes you up, sharpens your focus, gives that quick spark to start the day. But plain coffee? It comes with a spike and then a crash. Your heart races, you feel charged for a while, then suddenly you're drained, pouring your second or even third cup before noon. The truth is, caffeine delivers a short-term rush, but it does nothing for the deeper issues that appear after 50, like lower testosterone and stiffer blood vessels. That quick caffeine hit, it's like taping over a leaky pipe. What you really need is a morning blend that works with your body, not just against fatigue. The same ritual, but now it supports long-term performance too. Think of it this way: you wouldn't fill a classic sports car with cheap gas. After 50, your body deserves premium fuel. The best part? You can do this with ingredients you probably already have at home or can pick up for just a few pounds at the grocery store. 1. Cinnamon, the natural blood sugar regulator. And no, I'm not talking about pouring half a jar into your mug. All you need is about 1/4 teaspoon to 1/2 teaspoon if you enjoy the flavor. But here's something most men miss. Not all cinnamon is equal. You want Ceylon cinnamon, not the common cassia kind. Ceylon has far less coumarin, a compound that in large doses can burden your liver. Now here's why this matters. Cinnamon is nature's blood sugar stabilizer. Clinical studies show it can cut fasting glucose levels by up to 29%. And that's huge, because blood sugar swings quietly damage your smallest blood vessels, including the microscopic ones that supply your most vital organ. High sugar means sticky blood, and sticky blood means slower flow. That leads to weaker circulation and less dependable performance. Cinnamon's polyphenols smooth that out, keeping your blood sugar steady and your vessels responsive. It also creates a subtle warming effect by relaxing arteries through vasodilation, thanks to cinnamaldehyde, the same compound that increases nitric oxide release. Nitric oxide, of course, is the molecule Viagra mimics. So if you're serious about improving blood flow, type FLOW in the comments. That's your commitment word. It tells me you're ready to strengthen your circulation naturally. Men who've tried this say they feel smoother energy. No jitter, no crash, just balanced power. One of my patients, a 58-year-old contractor, told me it was the difference between needing a nap after lunch and powering through the entire afternoon. And let's be honest, it makes your coffee taste incredible, like something straight out of a high-end cafe. Cinnamon-spiced coffee has been used in Middle Eastern and Latin cultures for centuries, long before we even had words like superfood. Cocoa powder, the circulation enhancer. Now for the second ingredient, pure unsweetened cocoa. Not hot chocolate mix, the real thing, dark and rich. Just 1 teaspoon stirred into your morning coffee can transform it. Cocoa is loaded with flavonoids, mainly epicatechin and catechin, the same compounds that make dark chocolate heart-healthy. These increase nitric oxide, the master switch for blood vessel expansion. When you're younger, your body produces plenty of it. After 50, those levels drop by roughly half. More nitric oxide equals better blood flow, stronger function, and improved recovery. One study published in the Journal of Hypertension found that men who consumed cocoa daily experienced a 30% boost in flow-mediated dilation, a clinical term meaning their arteries opened more easily. That's comparable to the effect of certain medications, but naturally and without side effects. Quick check-in before we go on. Are these tips helping you so far? If yes, type 1 in the comments. If you want me to cover another men's health topic next, type 0. Your feedback shapes what I share in the upcoming videos. Cocoa does more than just boost blood flow. It also lifts your mood. Inside cocoa are compounds called anandamides, literally nicknamed the bliss molecules. They're the same brain chemicals released when you're in love or deeply content. It also carries phenylethylamine, a natural mood elevator that keeps your mind clear and upbeat. So this isn't only about physical performance, it puts your head in the right place too. And let's be honest, half of performance begins in the mind anyway. There's another advantage most men overlook. Cocoa is loaded with magnesium, one of the most critical minerals for muscle power, recovery, and healthy testosterone levels. Many older men don't get enough of it, and this is an effortless way to close that gap. Taste-wise, it turns your coffee into a rich, sugar-free mocha. If it's too bitter, balance it with a small pinch of stevia or monk fruit. Both are natural and won't spike your blood sugar. 3. Maca powder, the ancient hormone balancer. Now let's talk about maca. This one fascinates me. Used in Peru for thousands of years, it's often called nature's Viagra. But here's the truth, it doesn't act like Viagra at all. Instead of forcing blood flow for a few hours, maca helps your body restore its own hormone balance. It grows 14,000 feet up in the Andes, in conditions so harsh that almost nothing else survives. That rugged environment packs maca with resilience, and that resilience becomes your advantage. It contains 19 amino acids, plus vitamin C and E, calcium, zinc, iron, magnesium, and a unique group of compounds called macamides and macanines found nowhere else. Research keeps backing it up. A 2009 trial found that men taking about 2.4 grams daily, roughly 1 teaspoon, for 12 weeks major improvements in drive and overall performance. Other studies even found boosts in sperm count and motility. But here's what makes maca special. It isn't a stimulant. It's an adaptogen, meaning it helps your body adapt to stress while maintaining balance. It works on the hypothalamus and pituitary, your hormonal command centers, teaching them to optimize production naturally rather than forcing a quick surge. That's why results build steadily instead of overnight. Flavor-wise, a teaspoon gives your coffee a nutty, subtle butterscotch tone. Some describe it as malt-like. Others need a few days to acquire the taste. Quick tip: yellow maca, mildest flavor. Red maca supports prostate wellness. Black maca, prized for stamina and focus. Start with yellow, then explore from there. Most men notice improved energy and libido within 2 to 3 weeks. Not a jolt, just a solid, natural rise. And it doesn't end in the bedroom. Workouts feel sharper, concentration steadier, motivation higher. One of my patients, a 54-year-old teacher, told me it felt like someone flipped the lights back on in his mind. 1. Coconut oil. Fuel for hormones and focus. Now let's cover an ingredient that surprises people: coconut oil. Yes, adding oil to coffee sounds odd, but stay with me. Blend in a teaspoon and you'll get a rich, creamy drink that keeps you satisfied for hours. No 10 a.m. crash, no pastry cravings. Here's why it works. Testosterone is built from cholesterol and healthy fats. If you've been cutting fats for decades believing it was good for your heart, you may have unintentionally starved your hormone production. Coconut oil provides medium-chain triglycerides, MCTs. Unlike regular fats that need lengthy digestion, MCTs head straight to your liver and convert quickly into energy. It's like pouring jet fuel into your metabolic engine. Roughly 60% of coconut oil is MCTs, mostly lauric acid, which also boosts immunity. Studies show MCTs can lift testosterone by as much as 20% and support thyroid function, improving metabolism and energy. Men who switch to bulletproof coffee blended with coconut oil, report steady focus, sustained stamina, and stronger workouts. The fats slow caffeine absorption, replacing that quick spike and crash with smooth, all-morning energy. To do it right, you have to blend it. Don't just stir, or you'll end up with an oil layer on top. Use a small blender, frother, or tightly sealed jar and shake hard. It turns into a silky, latte-like drink that honestly tastes cafe quality. Start slow. Half a teaspoon at first, so your body adjusts. If digestion feels heavy, ease back or use pure MCT oil instead. It's lighter and easier to process. 5. Ginger, the circulation catalyst. Last but not least, ginger. Fresh grated or powdered, it works wonders. Ginger is loaded with gingerols and shogals, natural compounds that open blood vessels, cut inflammation, and protect your testicles from oxidative stress, which in turn preserves testosterone production. Think about it. Your testicles handle constant heat and pressure from sitting, tight clothing, even toxins. They must stay a few degrees cooler than the rest of your body to function properly. When they overheat or face chronic stress, testosterone dips. Ginger helps shield and re-energize them. A 2012 study showed a 17.7% rise in testosterone after 3 months of daily ginger. Another documented higher sperm count and motility. Dr. Girag Mihai here, reminding you, you don't need expensive supplements or risky shortcuts. A few simple, consistent choices in your morning coffee can strengthen circulation, balance hormones, and bring back that steady, confident energy you've been missing. If you're ready to start, type FLOW in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss my next men's health strategy. Because a stronger morning leads to a stronger man. Researchers believe ginger works by boosting luteinizing hormone, the very signal that tells your testicles to produce testosterone. When added to coffee, ginger gives a warm, spicy lift. Not overwhelming, just enough to wake up your system gently. Think of it as the difference between a soft morning alarm and a blaring fire siren. It gets things moving without the shock. Start with about 1/4 teaspoon of powdered ginger or a thin slice of fresh root, about coin-sized. Fresh ginger carries more volatile oils for an instant circulation kick, while the powdered form contains a higher concentration of compounds for longer-term support. Fresh is best for mornings. Powder works great when you're traveling or meal prepping. Fair warning, ginger is potent. If your stomach's on the sensitive side, begin small or take it with food. And if you're on blood thinners, speak with your doctor first. For most men, though, it's completely safe, and it's been trusted in medicine for more than 5,000 years. Now, maybe you're thinking, do I really have to turn my kitchen into a science lab every morning? Absolutely not. Here's how to make it practical. Start with one ingredient, just one. Try cinnamon for a week. See how you feel. Then add cocoa the following week. You don't need all 5 every single morning. In fact, that might be too much for your system.